Swede and cardamom soup, perfect for Christmas lunch. It's the ugly vegetable. It's the anti-Roll Thompson of vegetables. And more than anything, it cost pence. Literally pence. But watch how you can turn it into something really vibrant and sexy. It can happen to ugly vegetables, you know that. Okay, first thing. Chop the onion. Okay, so now get your celery and just stick one on top of the other. And they fit almost like sort of, you know, spoons in a drawer. Get your fingers and put the fingertips on top of the celery and just let the knife do the work. And this bit of your finger here guides the knife going up and down. And the fingernails are tucked underneath so you can never cut your fingernails off. Never slice like that. Always get your fingernails and tuck them underneath. Okay. Now, I'm going to sweat off in olive oil the onions and the celery in. Okay. On. Give that a little stir. We want a nice light blonde colour in the vegetables, almost transparent, so you can just see through them nice and clear without any colour. Nice sprig of thyme. And I'm going to put my butter in there now. Okay, butter in. Sweat that off. Now you can see, look, it's starting to go clear. Time to perfume it now. Cardamom seeds. Just a tablespoon of cardamom seeds. And what I'm going to do is just lightly crush them. It almost smells like a sort of eucalyptus. You know, it's very cleansing. Crush the cardamom seeds. Put them in the celery and onions. Now I'm going to start peeling the Swede. You top and tail it. You can actually see there's the outer line. That's the sort of skin that we've got to take off. So you place it down and just go like, look, round. Chopping and slicing is all in the holding of the knife. And find a knife, not the make, whether it's Japanese, British or German, find the handle. You know, it's like being in a car with a steering wheel. No matter what the car is, it's the steering wheel that gives you the confidence, and it's the same in the handle of a knife. It's quite easy. The point stays exactly at the top of your board, and you just practice up and down, up and down, up and down. Get the technique right, and then start chopping fast. Don't worry about the speed. I suppose it's all about chefs really and their choppers. Now the Swede can go in there. Bring the pan to the board, get it in, and then I'm going to give the Swedes a little seasoning just to get them going. Salt and pepper. We season as we go along. Just like climbing a staircase, we season little bit, all the way to the very end. Just small amounts of salt. Okay. A couple of tablespoons of honey over the Swedes, and then mix it in. Now, to make sure there's no colour in there, get a lid and put the lid on there. The heat's down low, and when we put the lid on there, the condensation hits the top of the lid, water's formed, and it goes back into the Swede, so it caramelizes but steams at the same time. If it does happen to catch, then just put a couple of tablespoons of water in there. That's all. Now, look, you can see it's all sort of combined together and the Swede's starting to break down. Now it's time for the stock. Pretty weird, isn't it? Because the old-fashioned way would put the stock on at the beginning and boil it for 45 minutes and then, you know, Bob's your uncle. No, this needs to sort of slowly caramelise. Then you add the boiling stock. And in here is chicken stock. You can make this soup with vegetable stock. In it goes. Now, don't flood the pan. Just pour the stock so that it's just above the Swede. Okay? Because I want this to be a nice, thick, rich winter warmer. You know, I don't want a sort of liquidy, sort of spring, summer, you know, gazpacho. I want something really nice and thick, heavy, and almost like a nice, big, heavy winter coat on. Bring it back up to the boil. And now, I'm just going to put some cream in there. Because you don't add cream to a soup when it's cold. You add it when it's boiling, so therefore it doesn't split, doesn't curdle, and it takes the cream very well. 150 ml in, stir it round, 3 to 4 minutes, and all we do now is take it off the heat and blend it. When we blend the soup, just fill the blender half full. And it's important to do this when it's piping hot, because the hotter it is, the finer it becomes. Onto the blender. Just as a safety measure, just get your cloth, fold it into a square, over the top, weight of the hand on top, and blend away. And what we do now when it's in the blender is just put a little knob of butter in there. And what that does, it just sort of takes the soup almost like a sauce. When you finish with butter, we're just going to finish the soup with a little knob of butter, and that gives a really nice shine. Into the sieve. So we get a little ladle and we just push it through. Okay, good. Right. There. So take a bowl. Nice, generous portion. Look at the consistency of it. It's nice and thick. It's so creamy. Fit for a king. The finishing touches now with this soup is nutmeg. And the reason why we use nutmeg, A, is very festive, but B, it just complements the cardamom. Just lightly grate, almost like snowflakes on Christmas morning, landing in the back garden. Look. And then, finally, a touch of olive oil, and just finish it in the centre. There we are, the perfect Christmas soup, caramelised Swede with cardamoms, finished off with lightly grated nutmeg and olive oil. Please, sir, I want more.